We're now going to look at how you as a teacher can create an assignment within Google Classroom. So to do this, as a teacher, we will click on the plus and then we will go to Create Assignment. So what is the title of the assignment? And then you can give a description. And then we're going to give it a due date. This is then going to be due by October 30th. We're also going to give it a time of 9 AM. And then save. Now I want to add the documents that I want them to use. So let's go into Google Drive. And I go into my folder, I need to find the documents, and this is the first one that I want to give them, so I can add that. And what I want them to do, I want the children, I don't want them to view the file. You can use that if you just want to send out a piece of reading. But I want all the students to edit this particular document. So I'm going to click Students Can Edit File. I want to add another part of this assignment as well, so I'm going to click on Google Drive again. I'm going to Resources, and I'm going to add this one here, and then Add. Now this second one, I don't want it to be a collaborative document. I want it to be individual. So I want Google Classroom to make a copy for me. So I click on Make a Copy. So the children will all get a copy of this document, which I'll show you in a second. So now we can save this as a draft if we want to and assign it later, but we're going to assign it immediately. Okay, we can see here that 2 people have not done it and 0 have done it. So let's go to one of the students and see what they see. And here is our documents. So as a student now, what I need to do is open these documents. So this is the shared document, so I can click on this and open this up. So this is the collaborative document, so let's follow the instructions. I need to put my name in here, and then I can write my learning in here. If we go to our other student, let's refresh the other students, and then they click on this as well. They can see this is a collaborative document. I can type this student's name here. And as a student, I can also use the comment feature if I want to. I can comment on this and I can say, and peer assess. So I can peer assess fellow students. So I can see here the collaborative document is beginning to form. So now, back in our classroom, what we want to do is now open the individual document. And here is the option to open. So we click on Open, and here's the document. And we can see here it's actually named the document. So once we open it, we can see that Google Classroom has automatically named the document with the student's name. And now that document is owned by the student. So the student can start writing their essay. Now once they've finished their essay, Google now offers this new option at the top that says Turn In. So what the student has to do is click on that Turn In. It will then take them back to Google Classroom and they can say, hand in the work. This is the work that I'm handing in and hand in. Now what happens in the background here is the student will now only be given view access to that document. The teacher now has complete editing access over that document. And we can see that by going back to the document and just refreshing the page. We can see now it is view only and the student cannot access this document. At any time though, the student can unsubmit this. So if they unsubmit it, it will then give them access back to the document and they can edit it again. Just like the other features of announcements and questions, the student can add their own private comment to this and then the teacher will be able to see that comment. So let's go back to what the teacher now sees. We can see here that one student has actually done the piece of work. So let's click on that student. We can see that student 2 has completed it. We can click into this document by clicking on it. And now as a teacher, I can start commenting on this. That comment will go back to the student and the student will be able to see that comment. So let's go back to the classroom. I can now grade this by clicking on it. If I want to give it a grade, I can click on the student and I can add a private comment to this student's work and then post. So once I've graded it and I've added any comments I need to do, I can then return that assignment. Click on return. Now let's go back to the students. We can see now it's been returned. We can see the grade. And now as a student, I have complete edit access to it. So I can go back into the document, make any changes necessary, and then I can turn it back in again. And then the same process will happen. It will go back to the teacher can look at the re-edits and then return it back to the student. So there we have it. That's how you would do an assignment within Google Classroom. It makes things very easy. Everything we've done is within Classroom. You can access the documents, you can access their Google Drive, you can see everything, you can open everything within Google Classroom. You don't have to worry as a teacher in changing permissions, changing ownership of the students' documents. So in the next video, I will show you what it looks like within Google Drive.